Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Amazon's Mobile Masters 2018. We finished day one. 2 games are out of the way, but we have 2 more jam-packed games ready for you. It's time to start day 2.
There is but one path to enlightenment. A true master is mobile. That is what you must become. A mobile master.
Where is he?
Where is he?
He's gonna go! He is there!
We are here in the beautiful city of Seattle, and there is $100,000 up for grabs across the course of this weekend. And it's time to get into our second day of games. We have 2 more games coming your way. It's time to find out a little bit more about that. But we are here in this incredible city. What's going on, guys? I am back at the Amazon Spheres. It is day 2 now of Amazon's Mobile Masters 2018. We've already crowned 2 of our mobile champions, but we have 2 more games to go. It's time to get more esports action onto your screens. You can see our players are here in the Game On Players Lounge up on the 21st floor. They're getting ready for today's action. It's going to be starting off with Critical Ops. And in fact, let's start to break down how that $100,000 is going to be shared out here. As we take a look at the pricing for Critical Ops. First place is going to be grabbing themselves $15,000 to walk home with. That's a team of 5 players sharing that prize. Second place will be $10,000 as well. But this is going to be a single elimination tournament, so no extra lifelines when it comes to that. But before we get on into giving out prizes, we should meet some of the players. So I'm going to pass it over to our G Fuel interview with Maria Ho.
Cam, Nova's coming in as the #1 seed. Do you feel like that's more pressure on you guys to perform?
Not at all.
So you guys are ready, and with the seeding round, you guys were able to check out your competition. What are your thoughts?
Well, yesterday we just went in like with a good mindset. You know, we knew that we could do it, and we just did it.
All right, well, we can't wait to watch this matchup, so good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Cam looking confident there, but let's take a look at what's going to be happening across the course of today. Yesterday, we had 2 champions crowned, but today we're moving into Critical Ops and Survival Arena. This is your schedule brought to you by Arosi, but we're going to be jumping into Critical Ops first. So this is going to be some tactical gameplay coming your way.
Weapons, tactical skill, and a fearless drive to enter the fight. That's what it takes to survive Critical Ops. The mission is intense, the battles fierce, and the action explosive. Adrenaline-pumping combat is the only way to stop the bomb. It's an all-out edge-of-your-seat race to destroy the enemy before the enemy destroys you.
Let's take a look at the teams that are going to be battling this one out on our Amazon Fire bracket here. We're going to be starting the day off with Nova Esports going up against Hammers. Now that is going to be an absolute barn burner, but then later on, we're going to have Gangstars against CSPG. Now all of these matches are going to be intense, but this is going to be best of 1. So these guys, they don't have many chances to work with. But for any of you at home who have yet to have a watch of a Critical Ops tournament, let me explain what it's about. This is the first ever offline global Critical Ops tournament, and mobile first-person shooters don't get any more intense than this. One team operates as the terrorists, planting a bomb. The other team fights as a counterforce. Players can pick from 5 categories of weapon. Each weapon has different range, power, accuracy, and firing rate. Weapon choice, tactical awareness, and quick reflexes will be the keys to victory. All right, so here are your rules for the tournament. Now, If you've not played Critical Ops before, you win by getting 13 rounds on a map, but it will be best of 3. So each team will need to win 2 maps if they want to move forward in the tournament. It's 5 versus 5, and like I said before, single elimination, so no extra chances. But it's about time that we start to get this action underway with our first series of the day, our first best of 5. It's going to be Nova Esports going up against Hammers. Now, Nova going to be stepping on forward. This is your only European representatives that are going to be stepping onto the stage today. And their first opponent is going to be Hammers Esports, one of the best North American teams there are. Absolutely chock-a-block with individual talent. I cannot wait to see how they're going to perform on the stage. My name is Munchables. I'll be hosting the desk for you guys. I'm going to be joined by Maniac and Caesar. Gentlemen, this is the first ever offline Critical Ops tournament. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, a really long time. 1.5 years, I think, since we started, and now we finally have that event in Seattle. I think all of these teams deserve the spot in this, and I think we're going to have a blast of a day.
Yeah, it's been so long coming, and looking at this, every single player deserves to be here. Every single player could and has the potential to be one of the best in the world if they already are not.
Absolutely. We have so much talent in the building here today. But let's take a look at this first matchup. Talk to me a little bit about Nova versus Hammers. What's the expectation of these two teams coming on into the matchup?
I mean, we saw Hammers have some issues before, but coming into this tournament, we have seen some surprising results, and they really look confident. I was expecting maybe some hiccups from Nova, but they certainly look like the gods they are online even.
Yeah, well, we had some games yesterday to decide who the top 4 would be here today. So based on those games, do we have a favorite coming on into this one?
No way. These two teams have played amazingly. Hammers, okay, they lost one map, but they lost it to Gangsters. Losing to Gangsters, no shame in that.
Absolutely. Well, here's your one more stats coming on into the game. It's Nova versus Hammers, and you can see statistically fairly similar in terms of these two teams. The average kill death going slightly in favor of Nova, though, and Nova are known for those kind of really highlight individual players.
Oh, yeah. I would be surprised if Hammers actually had the average kill death in their favor, but Nova, yeah, it makes complete sense. You have star players just like Cam and Emilio, players that can single-handedly carry the teams, so it's no surprise here.
Yeah, not that they can, they usually do, and that's the absurd part. And now joined by 3 excellent solid players in the rest of Nova.
Yeah, it feels a little bit kind of like solo players versus real team environment here, and that's always one of the most interesting stories that you can get in esports, when you have these absolute superstar individual players, but then on the side of Hammers, we're going to be seeing a little bit more coordinated gameplay.
Yeah, definitely, and what surprises me is that Hammers also have really young players that can handle the competition. So these players, some have even 13, 14, and they are able to deliver on that top level. So seeing them maybe in a few years, they can easily be the best team in the world.
And it's so weird to look at that also, and it shows the age showed in the finals. Hammers have lost to Gangsters so many times in the finals already. They consistently lose in those high pressure situations. There is nothing more high pressure than this. Now the stakes are the largest they have ever been, and most people are afraid they're going to choke.
Yeah, I mean, $40,000 is on the line for these guys right now. This is as big as it gets when it comes to Critical Ops, and this could well be a historic moment in the story of Critical Ops. So these guys, they want to put their name on the trophy and be the first ever offline champions here for Critical Ops. We'll see who's going to be able to start things off strong, but let's talk a little bit more about Hammers Esports. We've mentioned how they're going to be kind of one of the more coordinated teams.
Yep.
What does that mean in Critical Ops? What are we going to be looking for to see that kind of gameplay?
Well, they mostly rely on just not a single player, just like a Nova would. They would actually fall back onto their tactics. They have every single action they do has someone calling it. It's not made by a single player. So Hammers, when it comes to their tactic compared to Nova, they always have that foundation to fall back onto. While Nova, on the other hand, if their star players are not performing, then they could find themselves in a ditch.
Yeah, and the big part here is the role of Fidgetbits. Fidgetbits, as the in-game leader, as a creator of the team, one of the founders together with Spacey, he leads this team. He researched every team. He knows exactly what they're going to do. And you see, early on in the half, they're going to lose a few rounds, but they're feeling it out. After that, when they get when they get going, no stopping them.
All right, we'll see if they can get rolling. That's going to be one of the big questions, and that's always going to be a big question, especially when you've got star players on your lineup. Is if you can get that rolling, if everyone's warmed up and feeling it, you can have an exceptional game. But if it starts to fall apart and you don't have that synergy as a team, it can be difficult to keep the mentality strong. Let's talk a little bit about maps, gentlemen, going on into this one. What are we expecting to see? What are the comfort picks for these two teams?
For Nova, definitely Canals. But then again, Hammers as well. Canals is, I think, like 100% going to be played. If it's not played, I really don't know what we're going to watch because, yeah, it's LAN environment. We can expect some really unexpected stuff. But Canals, in my opinion, should definitely come into play.
All right.
The other maps,
Yeah.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the maps are going to be, but the players are ready to get this one going. So it's about time that we kick this game off. It's going to be Nova Esports taking on Hammers Esports. Nova coming over from Europe, the only European representatives here at the tournament, and Hammers Esports going to be their first opponent. We're about to start off our critical ops action right here. This is going to be a best of three. Nova Esports representing Europe, Hammers Esports representing North America, here at Amazon's Mobile Masters 2018. Let's get into the action.
I would dare to say this. I said this is the finals before the finals, but every single match has deserved that spot in the finals. So whatever we're going to see here, it's going to be pure action. And now the knife round is going to be Bureau, so I would definitely expect that CT side pick coming on from the victor of this knife round. Hammers seems like on top, and they're going to end up being on top. And I'm expecting, just like I said, that CT side coming into play.
And I wonder, how did we get to Bureau? Because, I mean, Bureau for Hammers has always been that third best map, never the one they would pick first. And they have been struggling to find that third best map, as Grounded and Canals best maps for them. But after that, kind of struggling to find one. While Nova Esports, well, we haven't seen them play on Bureau that much, at least not with this lineup. But looking at the players here, definitely a lineup that can be strong. Milio had some excellent games, and also Genesis and Pocus versus Elevate had excellent performances.
Yeah, from Nova, they have the younger players, maybe not so experienced, but they're definitely living up to the name of the team. And you can see them doing their homework. You can see that you don't need more than 2-star players. Like Cam and Milio is enough. Anything else is just going to be crazy. You're going to be unstoppable. They already are. So let's just get rolling. Hammers Esports on the T side, and Nova Esports have taken that CT side. Pistol round underway. And it's gonna be that, it's gonna be a fake on the B long, but Hammers are getting those kills. Blue Eyes got in high, each getting a kill, and that's Nova losing 3 of their players in 3 seconds alone.
And I love this setup from Hammers. They had 3 players in backfence. They were looking for that rotation to come in today, but Cam is here. Cam can get one onto God. Still 4 players remaining for him to take out. There's the second, and Cam is as good on land as he is online.
How is Nova doing that? It was a 5 against 2, and Cam gets 3 kills in a single area. He was in the monitor room, and he got 3 kills. No one was able to refrag him. And just like that, Nova completely turned around the outcome.
They steal it away, and this is kind of expected. We have been hyping up Cam and Milio, but they are considered to be the best duo in critical ops for a good reason, and what a start that is. But I'm worried for Hammers now. They have shown the tendency to choke, and this is a perfect example of how to choke away a perfect round.
Yeah, I mean, it's a LAN environment. It's easy to get choked up. You can hear the enemy players actually screaming at you, so it can get to your head. You have to have a great mental fortitude. But let's see how this will go. Nova Esports expected to clean it up without any issues whatsoever. You can see Kraken just alive, just barely. He gets the kill onto Cam, so some economical damage is going to go towards Nova Esports. But Nova can be more than happy with the outcome of these 2 rounds.
Definitely. So I wonder, Hammers is not the team that usually forces on these kind of rounds, but they will change it up, deciding that, okay, we lost 2 rounds, but we are going to force it up now. And you can see the impact that has on their economy. You see 2 shotguns. Oh, wait, this is a weird buy. This is something new. 1 AK, 2 shotguns, and 2 pistols.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting to see how they play it out. And you can see that their setup, they have left A completely open. The Cam takes a blow. It's excellent nade onto Cam, though, to equal it up.
Yeah, that frag was needed from Fishbits. Now it's all equal, but they still have to be careful. Hammers Esports have lost one of the defenders, and not to say that they're lacking utility, especially Fishbits. He only has a starting pistol, a smoke grenade, and a couple of more. But look at Sneaky. He's already deep inside A. He can get a frag here from the CT spawn. It's just a matter of timing. He has a lot of info. Now you can see that Nova Esports are going to be opting out to rotate. He spots the player. Not the frag though. Now Hammers realize that someone is on A and Sneaky. Actually, Emilio gets the frag on a high, but the player still on A is still lurking around, but he's gonna be under a lot of pressure. There's Emilio to pick it up. That's a site for actually Nova, excuse me. And now it's all up to the players of Hammers. Oh, should I say God left alone, but he will be, or not actually. Can he prove himself that he actually is a god or a mere mortal?
Well, with 9 health, I think any god is mortal. At this point, he will decide to save, running away, getting the AK into the next round. Right into the crosshairs of Genesis.
Oh, what's that? Okay.
No idea. But still, saving that AK is really important here, because Hammers didn't do a full buy. 2 players only on pistols, 2 shotguns, meaning that with this AK, they can pull it out in the next round. They can get a force round going.
I mean, Genesis, it's like he saw a god or something.
No idea.
Come on, that was good. You have to laugh at it.
No. It's the third round. The bonds cannot start already. Come on.
Jesus. Okay, the first match, but Nova 3-0. Just like that, Hammers need to find a way. They have bought up in the previous round. They had 3 players forcing up, and now actually gonna scramble a buy, and that's gonna be 4 or 5 AKs. So the guns are rolling into their favor. They already have some. They have some nades. They have sufficient amount of nades. But when it comes to Nova, they're the ones in control right now, and they can do whatever they wish. But they're gonna do that orange take. It seems like it's only one player at HQ. No one's stopping them just yet. They're trying. They're probing the defenses before doing anything. But it seems it's gonna be that classic B split through Sandwich, and 2 players might take control. But Kraken gets the double. There's a triple. Cap goes down as the last victim, but Focus is gonna try and salvage this round, but I don't think they can do much. He gets 1, and he goes down to high, and that's a high caliber round from Hammers that you need.
Yeah, exactly what you needed. Kraken, perfect peek, getting it while they're setting up their utility, sprays on 3 players, and that's round over. And Hammers, they're coming back into this. They're showing that they're not here to play around. They're here to go and, first of all, yes, win a lot of dollars, but regain their honor. They have been losing in the finals so many times. They have to show them that they can work under pressure to establish themselves. Then again, Nova, similar plan, or maybe going into back vents, but there's a player waiting for the back vents who will definitely be able to wrap around.
Yeah, he's wrapping around. He's trying to peek him away. Great grenade. Genesis down to 30 HP. A lot of players. Look at the HP on Nova's side. Sneaky goes down, and it's just a bloodbath here on the side of Nova. God finds 1. Actually, Genesis finds 1, but it's all downhill from there. God finds a triple, and that's going to be Hammers taking away the 2nd round in a row. And you can see the economy from Nova Esports was not looking great in that round.
Having a revolver or 2, I believe, on Genesis definitely did not help out a lot. But now, as the game is getting going, Nova Esports forced into an eco round, actually. Only Focus buying a Kevlar. But a couple of pistols. This is going to be a rush into mid, rush into Sandwich, but it's already 2 players on site. Still taking out the HQ player, all up to high now. Gets 3 with the nade! High, oh my god, and the 4th!
More, he's gonna get more. And that's how you just raise up the morale of your team. And such explosive rounds from Hammers. Nova's trying to surprise them with their rushes, but they're not having any of it. High with the collaterals, God with the triple kills, and even Kraken, wherever they go, they just got met up with solo kills.
Constantly, and they are Nova's forcing that mid area. They're trying to get control of Sandwich and HQ. Never able to get in. Now, still, this is going to be the same plan. 3 guys into B long, 2 guys in the mid, but Nova usually really work off of that back vent, but Cam gets the opening pick with that ratio, finally on his favorite weapon.
Yeah, once he gets that ratio, he can be really deadly, and he's showcasing that just now, but God is gonna get that late refrag high on the end, and he gets 2. Perfect position. Cam had the ratio, missed the shot, and High just capitalizes, but look at the pace of these rounds. Cam had the great opening. Look at God, 9 frags. Emilio's sitting on 7. And yeah, of course, the star players from Nova sitting on top. Nothing too unexpected. But what I didn't expect is such high caliber gameplay coming up from Hammers, and not team-wise, individually.
But you can see also the team play in effect. You can see the rotations coming in. Now 1 more eco round. Oh, it's up to High to spray it down again. Gets Sneaky, and he gets the 2nd. Of course he can. He's High.
Yeah, Fishbits, what a help of Fishbits, but High has none of it. He has confidence, but Emilio is gonna end him up, but that's not gonna matter a lot. They're just gonna be rushing him down. Emilio goes down, and Hammers 5 in a row. It was 3-0 at first after winning that pistol round, Nova. Just like that, Hammers are already strongly in the lead. If they got more than 7 rounds here on the CT side, they're looking really good. Like they might even take the first map.
Yeah, exactly. And also one thing important to point out, Fishbit's on that gear ratio. Usually it was Shadow, but Shadow no longer on the active roster, not on this LAN. So Fishbit's taking that role and taking that gear ratio towards the A side. But Hammer's really passing on that A side. They're only spotting, they're going to retake it if Nova come in. And Nova finally thinking about going in, but Cam looking for a pick, but there's no one there.
Yeah, Nova's a team. Hammers realizes that Nova is a kind of a team that tries to get that opening pick before doing anything. Something like that happened in the last round, but Cam opened up Orange. Thank God the defense from God was strong enough to stop them, and High as well. High especially. Look at it, Kraken with the Super 90, gets the frag of Emilio to start it off. Once again, Nova not looking good. It seems like they're lacking some utility to actually smoke off the angles and to try getting. They're just going in dry, and they're going to punish. High finds Sneaky, and Kraken's still a danger here in Orange. He gets grenaded out, but not going to be enough to finish him off. Down to 26 HP. 4 against 3 in favor of Hammers. They're going to be working their way towards mid, it seems like. They are pretty passive. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. And there's still no pushes from them. They got punished. Hammers have done their job. Now it's up to Nova to make that first move.
Yeah, and looks like Nova will be going towards Banana. This is not a good angle to take. You're lacking utility, and there's Blue Eyes, but Cam on that refrag, able to get him going. Still no bomb plant, 10 seconds left on the clock, and I think Hammers only have to survive. No way to get into the site at time. And Cam will be trying to save that gear ratio, close range shot. But does it matter? It does not. Hammers taking the 6th round.
And whenever you think that, oh, he has a sniper, he's not going to get the frag. No, this is Cam.
Yeah.
He uses your ratio basically like a shotgun.
If he has to, he can also use the long range, mid range, or any other weapon, or in combination with utility. Cam is a pretty good player.
Yeah, I would say so. He can sometimes like be good.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
good,
you
like
know.
dropping 30.
You know, one of the
like
best in
that.
the world, definitely.
I think I've heard of this player. I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely not a superstar or anything. But it's up to Cam now to get that opening pick with that gear ratio.
That's risky. You don't want to do that against Cam, but thank God he did not fire in time. He was not ready for that peek. But I'm certain he's not going to peek again. And look at this. Nova just get some, actually Hammers get some info on Banana, B-Long, excuse me. And that means they're going to go back, Nova. Now they're trying out to see, you can see that Cam is trying actively to find that peak, but Hammers are not giving him anything, and that's the smart way to do it. You don't want to give Nova any room to work with. You just want to go on sites, let him come into your crossfires, and that's where Hammers actually excel. Their crossfires are strong as ever, and you can see that whenever they get into a site, you can see just a rain of frags on the side of Hammers. Let's see if that can happen again. Can Nova Esports actually get into that A side? They're rushing in, but Blue Eyes has to do something. He's pre-marked, but not getting the kill. Now he gets the kill. Getting it on focus, but no, Nova actually gets the 2 kills, and now they have A side under control. It's up to Hammers to make that retake.
Yeah, they have to try it out, but Kraken, that Super 90, not that good on that retake. You have to get in. And with Cam already having that ratio, but excellent nade onto Emilio. Evens it out. 2 players from CT, Kraken pushing in, and this is a pretty close range. He can pull it off here.
Bad positions coming out from Nova Esports. They're stuck together. Kraken knows what that one player's over there. Most likely he has a shotgun, not turning around. Check your corner. Cam gets the kill. He gets the second one. What is going on, Hammers? God left alive, and Cam is not moving an inch. That's smart. He does not want to do anything until he hears that defuse sound going on. God trying to defuse, pre-firing the angle, and that's not going to happen. Not enough time for you, God. He gets the kill, but I don't think there's enough time to make the defuse happen. As it happens, he gets blown up. And that's going to be Hammers losing that A round. Finally, Nova Esports break that combo.
Yeah, but one thing you have to appreciate with Hammers here is the snap rotation that happened. As soon as Cam tries to get the opening pick, fires up a shot in Banana, suddenly player CT, 2 players coming into a cafe, all over the side, making their life so much harder. But no one pulled it out. Oh, Cam, that's aggressive. Not able to get the pick onto Blue Eyes.
You need someone to refrag you. That's Cam, but misses the shot onto Blue Eyes. They needed that frag. They need to return that frag, but no one was close enough. Maybe a bit of miscommunication coming up from Nova. Emilio was a bit way too far. No one covered his angle. And they missed the opportunity to refrag. And now it's going to be Hammers having that player advantage. What's the response coming up from Nova? The reply from High actually is going to kill Genesis. 2 more players remaining. It seems like Nova don't have a plan. Their plan is basically to try and kill him. But A-side looked good, but not anymore. It seems like Hammers are basically controlling the sites, and they have no issues. Focus gonna be pushing into vents.
The bomb is in vents. They have back vent control, and Cam make sure Kraken picking for information and gets punished for it. Luckily, Fishbits on that rotation. Hammers have Noah boxed in into back vents, but that's an okay position to be boxed in. Just God has to watch 2 angles. The timing is crucial here.
He spots the shoulder. He should get the kill. He does, and he knows the other player is close to him. It's gonna be Cam. Really hard shot to hit from Cam, and God is just gonna defend that B site, getting the double kill. Look at the kills. High and God showing up. 12 kills each. Cam on 13. But look at Nova. Other than Emilio and Cam, not really showing up just yet.
I mean, what we talked about, okay, Cam and Emilio are the star players, but you have that solid foundation. That solid foundation not showing up so far. Cam will eat a flash here, but there's still only one player on the A side. Switching their playstyle a bit, Hammer is definitely really dynamic on this A side. You can see now a different players only playing to spot it out, and one player, 2 players into monitors coming into hell, but will that work out?
Fishbit's gonna be pushing in. He's aggressive. He gets the spray down, but not enough bullets to get the 3rd one, but his job is done. Genesis down to red HP. God and Kraken, should I say, should not lose this round. This should be their round unless, okay, you can throw the grenade, but it has to be over. If he threw that grenade correctly, Genesis would not even plant a bomb, but he does manage to get himself into an after plant position. We have seen some crazy clutches happen from this kind of a position. Genesis hiding between the servers or those boxes on the A side. Never knew what exactly there were, but he's gonna be peeking out this other side. He gets the kill, but already God has made enough space for Genesis not to know where he is, and he's gonna get that defuse in. Comfortable defuse, and that's gonna be the last round of this half. Hammers on 8. I was not expecting that after losing 3-0.
Yeah, but they have turned it around. They lost the pistol, lost the ecos, had that weird force buy, and then they just got the ball rolling. Then again, this is Bureau. This should be an equal map, so 7-5, 6-6, 8-4, slight advantage going to Hammers Esports. But nothing Nova can turn around, and Nova, their CT sides can be exceptional. Let's see what the pistol is. Hammers looking to rush into the A side. One player on that A side will have to stop them, or at least delay.
Yeah, A side is under full siege. They have to be careful.
Look at the nade!
Has to go. Yeah, that's how they do it. They grenade them while they're trying to run it. That's a perfect reply coming up from Nova. They got a lot of damage. Emilio down to red, but look at the HP coming up from Hammers. Sneaky, getting the first gun to Blue Eyes, but again, the grenades doing so much damage on Nova. From the beginning to the end, and Cam is gonna get that double kill. Only losing 1 player in the process. It's gonna be the defuse, and exactly what they needed. They won the first pistol round, got the follow-up eco rounds as well, and now they managed to get the second one as well. So this is should, in theory, give them 2 extra rounds.
Unfortunately for Hammers to lose both pistol rounds, but definitely that is the starting point that no one need to get back into this game. You can see they also need someone else to step up. Cam, 16 frags, everyone else lagging behind, and Hammers going for that sandwich push. Oh, but they're sneaky with the nade onto God. Nothing going their way.
Look at the damage. Cam with the 3K and Fishbits just like that. That round is over in 10 seconds. And as far as I noticed, Hammers actually 4-spot, and they did nothing. They had some SMGs, they had some revolvers and whatnot, and Hammers were not able to do a single kill, which is going to mean that Nova Esports are just racking up that money in their banks. Hammers need to go eco since they have invested some money in the previous round. Pocus already sitting with that U ratio. I'm actually surprised Cam is not with the U ratio, but seeing his position, it makes sense. Pocus is going to be playing for monitors, trying to get those picks early on. He got some info, but no kills just yet.
A tough position to get those kills. He's going to have to try. Hammers, though, they usually want the team to force buy. They usually want the team to be this aggressive. They would eco 2 rounds in a row. But this game, forcing on the third in the first half, forcing on the second half, and now left only with revolvers and a 19-11. It's going to be hard to pull off, and Emilio, he's getting just a little bit bored. Peeks out, takes off Fishbits.
Emilio's signature weapon, the M4. The only player that really uses it consistently and is successful with it. You can also see Cam uses it. So maybe there's a secret here behind it. Cam and Emilio, they both have a lot of kills, so maybe the M4 is the answer here. Not a lot of done by Hammers. It's only Blue Eyes remaining. Emilio is the only one damaged next to Cam, who is already dead. But he has made some ground, gets the kill onto Genesis. Good start. He might even grab a plant here, which is going to get extra cash. He will. he needs to get position quick. He needs to take something away from Nova Esports. A lot of sound being made by him, but he's making the right choice. Gets the kill onto Pocus, and now this is a great position to clutch it out. 1 against 2. Land in his favor gets the second. And Blue Eyes get all 3 kills in a 1 against 3. Hammers Esports nailed down Nova Esports.
I was about to point it out. Blue Eyes lacking behind. Should be the star player for this team, but right when they need him, out of an eco round, gets one, picks up the M4, and clutches it out. What a player, and maybe there are 2 gods on this team.
Oh, they're hyping it up in the studio, I can imagine. Nova Esports, we have said they're a team that can tilt easily, but Cam it's just like fuel for him. Gets the first kill, Fishbits gets the return frag, but it's all Nova from there already. Sneaky with a double kill while they were crossing onto the site. Focus with the shotgun. Sneaky cannot find the second kill. It's only gonna be Fishbits remaining against 4 angry players from Nova after losing that 1 against 3. This cannot happen again.
Definitely Fishbits is going to try, but in a little bit of a worse position, as he only has 30 health and no bomb to pull it off. And you know, he's not Blue Eyes. Then again, sneaking around backwards. Nova playing this one out patiently. They have the bomb, they're taking control of it, and they are going to make sure that that Fishbits doesn't get even close to them. And still, we mustn't forget, Hammers only won 1 round in this half. They do not have the economy going. They're probably going to have the eco after this one again. And Fishbits not saving the AK.
This is definitely far from over, but that could have been a huge momentum switch. I thought Nova Esports is gonna just concede a few rounds after that kind of a play from Blue Eyes. My God, but look at Cam. Even though they're losing, he's sitting on 22 kills, just pulling the whole team behind him. Emilio needs to step in a bit more, but at least they're getting the rounds in. Now the economy from Hammers. I think this is their last buy before going to eco, so they're gonna try their best to not make it a reality. They're trying to split it up. It seems like a fake on the B side. Actually, on the A side, 2 players are rushing in. The rotation coming in from Hammers, but is it a bit too late? Will they go for mid? Look at a player pushing in mid. They can be punished here. They do. Cam finds the kill. He finds the second and the third, just racking him up. Emilio with the 4th, and only Kraken remaining as the last player. They do not realize that someone is gonna push in mid.
Cam even getting the 4 here, and Cam is playing a crucial role in this whole game, but on this CT side, he's playing around mid, meaning that he is the rotation guy. If they're going A, he's going to rotate monitors. If they're going B, he's going to rotate to HQ. And if nothing's happening, he's going to get board, push mid, and get 4 kills. So that's the usual Cam, but his role is crucial here, and he has to be on point. Luckily for Noah, he is on point. 1 round separating these 2 teams.
I was really afraid that Nova Esports, their star players, are gonna not perform in the LAN, but hold up, look at Nova again, just in 5 seconds. The round goes over, and that's how they are gonna be equalizing the scoreline, 9-9. Both of these teams look really good. Hammers maybe on that, as we already mentioned before the match. When it comes to their team play, you can see by their score, it's all equal. On the other side, Cam, as expected, 28 kills. Is he actually gonna break their record on the LAN?
Oh my.
So the record of, I always change the numbers.
Yeah, it's 36.
36 kills was the highest amount of frags in a single game. And look at Nova just having a death match with Hammers, making it look easy. Got down to 4 HP. Cannot expect a lot from him. Even though his name is God, he should go down as he does. Sneaky finds him. It's going to be Nova Esports taking the lead in a long time after that initial 3-0 lead.
And in this half, that in-game leader battle, because we cannot forget, Sneaky, one of the best in-game leaders in Europe, able to get Nova on top, at least for a while. Well, Fishy has to be the best in-game leader in North America, maybe even the world. At that point, this is also a duel of minds. This half, though, Nova Esports winning it. Hammers only have 1 round on the terrorist side, and that was off of Blue Eyes and his individual play.
Yeah, Pocus seems like he's the designated Eurasia player on the CT side. Fishbits finds a frag on Sneaky, and I'm expecting more from them. They only have pistols, but Cam is going to rack him up with a bit of help of Emilio. And just like that, you can see those rounds going so bad for Hammers in a few seconds, and only God remaining. Yeah, he only has the pistol. So a bit of a throwaway round from Hammers, but each round counts. And now they're really approaching that final destination, which is 13 rounds. And the player gets the shot onto Cam.
He's going
Can he
to
actually do this? No, he cannot. Genesis finds the last kill. And Nova Esports running away with a 2-round lead. Only 2 separating them from taking map 1.
31 frags on Cam. at least 2 more rounds to go, if not even more. Cam is an absolute monster currently on this map. He is showing that BOA is his map. Still more to play for in this best of 3. But let's see if Hammers have an answer for him finally. No one on to B. Finally a player coming into B. There's going to be a B split. Fishbits headshot on the sneaky, starting it off good.
Yeah, good reply coming out from Hammers to changing up the pace to surprise Nova, and they certainly do surprise them. Cam last remaining, but this guy can do a lot of damage. 3 kills in 3 seconds and only 2 players remaining. Both of these players are relatively low, so if Cam finds a 1-against-1 duel, he can definitely make this. He can make that revenge from that clutch from Fish, or Ice actually. Getting it to the side through the smoke, but God is going to be waiting through the perfect angle. And I think even if he got the frag onto God, Blue Ice was in the perfect spot to actually refrag. Cam, to make history, you only need 3 more kills.
Well, at this point, he's going to reach 40 if he continues to go like this. And if he got this 1 versus 5 clutch, that would have been way too much. That just would have been completely unfair. But now Hammers, off of that loss bonus, now winning around, they're going to have a pretty good economy. And B split work, they're going to try it again. This time though, Cam road is in onto mid and gets 2. Sneaky doesn't lose the deal to Fishbits.
Tying up the record, but that's not important now for Nova. They need the victory. Nova Esports do get that favorable outcome in this round, or do they? They get actually 2 players down. Blue Ice and God find the kills, but Cam quick on the refrag. And God remaining 1-against-2. He does realize when one of the players is, but this is a really hard situation. He can pick up the bomb and potentially rotate to A, but he cannot make a lot of noise here.
Yeah,
really important round here.
Also, there's a player in B long and back once. He is going to be peeking towards A, meaning that he will spot God if he decides to go through Cafe. And that's exactly what's happening, unless God will not go the longer route through servers. Still that player not in a position to spot him, and God flanks him, takes Emilio.
Yeah,
and it's a God versus Cam.
Oh my God, Cam is low HP, but even then, God needs to be careful, especially against Cam. 17 HP is what separates God from taking that 11th round in favor of Hammers. Cam is going to be making his way through from Cafe side. He's actually thinking he might come towards CT, which we have seen a lot of players do, but not gonna be the case. He cannot overthink this scenario. Cam sneaking away. Time slowly ticking away. He needs to rush in a bit, fake it out, make a reaction come in from God. Is he gonna peek out? He needs to be careful. There's the kill from God, and that's a crucial round to have from Hammers. They're gonna be equalizing it. They do not allow Nova Esports to get on that match point. It was 4-against-2. They turn it around, but Cam has officially broken the kill record. 37, 36 was the previous record, and that was, I think, standing for a year, almost a year, a whole year. And Cam, in what better way than on a LAN to break that record?
And he's not done yet.
Definitely not. We can maybe see 40, but he wants that victory. He does not care about kills. Milio getting the kill into high. The refrag happens, but look at the position from Cam. He gets 2. He gets actually 2. I thought he might get 3, but it's all down to Milio. I really thought Nova might actually win this round easily, seeing their positions, but now Emilio stuck in HQ. A player that has delivered in the past, player that has played for one of the most legendary teams, Team Phoenix Train. Emilio peeking away, the plant has come in, he knows exactly where the player is. He's not gonna get the shots, and Kraken does manage to get Hammers on that match point.
Yeah, map point coming in, 12-11. God leading the charge for Hammers, but that's nothing compared to Cam having an absolute stunning game here. Still, Nova Esports. They have all the equipment they could want. All AKs, Milo and M4 of course, and all the nades. Now they have to pick this round up. No room for mistakes in map 1 left for them, and Fishbits calling to go to bit split once more. Let's see if it works out.
They're not gonna slow up the pace. Hammers know that Nova Esports have some issues with stopping the rushes, and it's working perfectly. Hammers Esports, and Cam from behind gets 3. What is this guy doing? How is he playing like that? But God gets the victory, and what a match to start it off today. Holy hell, 13-11. Hammers 23, but more importantly, Cam is over 40 kills.
42 frags per Cam, but look at the relief on Hammers. Oh my God, that was a close one. And Cam has to be disappointed.
That is a heartbreaking loss for Cam right there, but a heart-stopping win for Hammers. And I mean, you guys were talking before the game started about how this was a real team unit in Hammers versus singular superstars for Nova. Cam proved that fact right there. Yeah. Over 40 kills for himself, breaking the kill record in all competitive history for Critical Ops. But Hammers managed to pull it through in the end. And what a way to start the entire tournament.
Exactly. I'm lost for words. I mean, imagine dropping 42 frags and not winning the game. That has to be heartbreaking for Cam, but they cannot get heartbroken at this stage. This is still not over. They still have 2 more maps. And I have to commend Hammers on their just... They were not tilting. They were not even phased about Cam. They did not care that he's getting those kills. They just did their own thing, and they actually managed to win the victory. They actually managed to win Bureau as well.
And look at Cam. The guy is actually talking to Hammers and taking his phone out. He is completely relaxed. He's owning the camera. And you could see in the interview, he is confident.
Yeah, and I think... how could you not be, right?
Yeah.
When you've just out-fragged the opponent in the style that he just did, I'd be feeling confident too.
Yeah, I mean, you can see smiles on Nova. It doesn't seem like they're too bothered. Yeah, of course, it's gonna be a bit of an issue, but they know that they can win easily against Hammers. But losing Bureau, I was actually thinking that Nova might actually take it, but that was a key map for Hammers to take. Now it's a bit easier. They only have to win 1 more. So we'll have to see. I mean, no Cam with that kind of a performance. Emilio not really showing up in the second half. First half was all Cam and Emilio. The second half was all Cam. Emilio kind of, he almost clutched that. He needed that clutch in order to win.
He was phased out. And now, I mean, going into maps forward, Cam has had this kind of a performance on Bureau. But looking at if Canals is coming up, that is his map. That is his signature map. That is the signature map for the year ratio. Perfectly fits his playstyle. I'm afraid.
It definitely could be what tilts the balance. Now, don't forget, guys, we have a competition going on for all of you at home. All of the information is at the bottom of your screen right now. Make sure to get involved and you can win some good stuff in-game. That's going to be happening all weekend long. But we're going to be quickly heading towards map 2 in this series. And even though Hammers managed to pull that one off in the end, one of the most interesting things about that game to me was for the majority of that game, there was only one player on Hammers that actually had a positive KDA.
Yeah.
They were winning rounds, but they were not winning the Angels. Does that make you nervous for them moving on in this series, or do you feel like that team support network that they have going is going to be enough?
I think Hammers played this the best they can, to be honest. I think they, I think the reason why they had such the difference in KDs compared to Nova, I think it's their perfect crossfires, because it sees Nova. It just showcases that Nova tried everything. They tried A, they tried B, but they always got met up with some resistance. They always lost an unfavorable amount of players when coming into the sites. So actually, Hammers looked really good. I think Nova Esports, the other players, Pocus and Genesis, they need to wake up a bit in the second half, in the second map.
Yeah. And also the thing is that with Hammers, the way that they're set up, they're going for kind of a gambit. We'll have one guy peek out, sacrifice him so the other guy can get 2 kills. Definitely going to hurt your KD. Looking at Cam, it's like, I'm going to push out and take out 4. And that's going to happen for the whole map, meaning that definitely the kill death ratio going their way for a reason.
You know that it's a terrifying player when your strategy can be like, okay, Cam, you go this way and kill all 3 of them, and then the rest of us can come.
Hopefully kill the rest, you know?
That's an interesting strategy to be working on. I want to quickly shout out Blue Ice as well.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really mentioned it. We actually have a Razer Phone replay brought to you guys by Qualcomm Snapdragon. So we can take a look at some of the highlights of this game. We'll talk a little bit about Blue Ice if his clip comes up. But he was definitely a standout player as well. Managed to get his 1v4 round and clutch the situation for his team.
I mean, that was a round that pretty much turned the tides of the match. If he did not clutch that round, I'm pretty sure this could have went into the favor of Nova. It surely would, because he saved them from getting to that match point, and Nova Esports would feel good. They do not stop at that. But man, winning out that 1 against 4 in such an unfavorable spot with so little time, he managed to get that solo player, the perfect player that he needed to kill in that position, plants the bomb, just gets those kills.
These replays have basically been a high C montage so far. We didn't really mention high C, but early on in the game, he was actually really fragging out.
Exactly. High, definitely, High and Blue Eyes should be the star players here. Vitali not able to make it onto the LAN, but High and Blue Eyes more than enough able to pull it out. And the confidence on Cam is absurd.
That's Cam, and that's awesome. Seeing him confident on LAN, I was really worried for some of the players to not play up to their expectations, because it is a LAN environment. It's the first time they actually came, but they are really surprising. You can see the mentality on them. It's like they're playing at home.
Here it is.
Here it is. Yeah, Blue Ice getting those kills. Oh man, yeah, that's a really tough round to lose. And look at God, he just enjoys it.
Yeah.
Really key around there.
You've always got to love those moments when you're just watching your teammate, you're already dead, and you just got to pray that they can pull it off. And then when they do, when they clutch like that, that's got to be such a great moment for the entire team.
Oh yeah.
And also in the replay, we saw some understandable frustration from Cam, pulling off plays like this game after game, round after round. But then his team losing it out in the end, and Hammers getting map 1 on Bureau.
You can make a whole movie out of this replay segment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's phenomenal stuff for Game 1. And let's bear in mind that that's just the first map of this entire tournament. And what a way to start things off. Almost as long as it could have gone. Hammers just about clinch it, but it could not have been closer, quite frankly. I'm excited to see if Nova can bring themselves back into this tournament. Obviously, with a player like Cam on your team, if you can just have a little bit extra out of the other players on that squad, they have a serious chance of taking this series back right now.
Yeah, I think as long as they're not arguing, and you can see on the after the match that they were all smiles. They know that they can still pull this out, and that's a good thing. I think that Cam should transfer his confidence onto the other players, that he should just motivate them, because this was just a matter of a single kill, to be honest. Like, it's a kill that pretty much decided the outcome of this match. So they were definitely not lagging behind. You saw errors from both of these sides, but both of these teams were really neck to neck.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing we have to focus on here, yes, I will talk about Cam's excellent performance, but Hammers had an exceptional CT side.
Yeah.
On their counter-terrorist side, you could see that the rotations just happened instantly at that point. They're dynamic, always switching out the playstyle, playing it differently on A, getting the ratio onto Fishbits, meaning that no way to predict it. And it showed, but oh god.
Well, let's get rolling. It's going to be Canals. It's our second map. And it's gonna, the knife actually already passed, so we already have the pistol round underway. We're going to have Nova Esports on the CT side and Hammers on that T side, but they're already rushing it on A. It was a stack on B, and Nova Esports, something we usually see on Canals was either stack A or B and just retake the other site, and that's exactly what Nova Esports is doing. They're going to start off that retake, but it's going to be Hammers stopping them right in their tracks. 3 kills in their favor, only 1 player remaining. That's going to be Genesis as the last hope, but does not last a long time as they lose that first pistol round. Nova Esports lose their first pistol round.
Yeah, and well, Hammers did not play Canals in this tournament yet, but we know what they can do. They're the only team in the world that can defeat gangsters on this map. But after that, Nova played Canals yesterday, and Nova stomped Vision Gaming 13-3, just completely demolished them. So with that kind of performance, we'll have to see what they can bring. But now in this round, it's going to be Hammers taking the pistol.
Genesis finds that kill onto high early on, but this is still a huge advantage. As you can see on the kill feed, it's all Hammers getting those kills, and that's just an easy cleanup. Sneaky. Last remaining player, that's 4. He needs to do some damage, but not even that. Only losing 1 player in the process. It's gonna mean that Hammers are gonna sit on that 2-round advantage.
Yeah, finally. I mean, getting that second round. And this is that usual buy on Canals. When you have lost, you can see Nova Esports picking up 4 revolvers and a shotgun. They're
probably going on A.
Oh, elbow, I would guess, yeah. But those revolvers so good on this map, and you can see it's going to be Genesis in a forward position here on elbow. He can do a lot here if they line up for him. High, nade in hand goes down to Genesis.
Yeah, there's a kill with that shotgun, exactly as predicted. Genesis playing an elbow. It's a really hard map to fight those knowing guns, revolvers and shotguns, but Kraken's gonna get that kill into elbow. That's gonna open up the A site. It's only gonna be the sneaky revolver for Kraken. Okay, he's hitting those shots. Easy does it as he gets that 3rd round on the board. It was a bit scary for Hammers Esports at one point. Nova Esports did not manage to win that round. If they did, that would have been perfect. They would have the economy, while Hammers Esports would pretty much be reset.
And now you can see that the year ratio duel is going to come into effect. Fishbits on that year ratio, while Cam picking it up as well. And Fishbits wins the duel versus Cam. that is definitely an exciting moment for him. You do not expect that to happen, but Milio's signature position in Cafe.
Yeah, it's still not over. That grenade could finish him off, but just chunk of HP remaining. They are trying to chase him down. He did manage to fall back onto the site. Focus finds Fishbits in the meantime. Milio's gonna get some forward information on B-Long. That's a perfect play coming up from Milio. They're not expecting him, if he's low, they're not expecting him to go that deep behind them, but they do actually expect him to come from there. It's all down to that timing. Blue Eyes should go down, as he does. Milio finds him, and now only Kraken remaining. He's at the A short, gonna be pushing in, but that's gonna be Pocus finding the first round for Nova, and what a play from Milio. That was actually really fun for him.
Excellent in Cafe, and he gets a lot of frags on Cafe actually. He's able to control mid, and as we know, on Canals, mid control essential, especially with the way that Hammers Esports play this map. What happens is that on their city side, but on their T side, they're going to focus on mid, make sure they have control of that before deciding what they can do. And usually the ratio is crucial for that. Not in this round. Hammers rushing it through B-Long, all 5 players here.
Oh, they already have the bomb in their hands. Why is Kraken already planning? Look at that. Oh my god, Kraken. Okay, that actually worked. And they do get the bomb plant, and now they're going to be taking positions. But look at Milio getting 2 kills from Cafe. Now High with only pistols should get the kill. He does. Cam goes down. He had the ratio, so they should pick it up. They have the space.
Look at the flank.
Yeah, front
the flank doesn't work out.
But Kraken left alone. Thank God Milio is going to stabilize, and Nova Esports are not going to lose that round. Gonna grab that year ratio before defusing. It's got to be Nova Esports. Stayed on 2 rounds.
Yeah, and that year ratio has to be important, but look at this switch in everything. Cam, 0 frags currently. After dropping more than 40?
I think he can drop 0 frags for 10 games straight, and no one would say a word. After that kind of performance on Bureau, I think that's going to be an untied record for a long, long time.
Yeah. Also, we have to remind you that Canals used to be a city-sided map. Last few seasons turned terrorist-sided. But yesterday it was really city-sided when Nova played it, so not sure what to expect here. As the meta evolves, of course, teams adapt and the sides can change. Finally, Cam, first frag through the smoke onto Kraken.
Yeah, onto the cross, finds Kraken, and now a lot of action being seen on that A side. It seems like Hammers have went on top, but what a cost for them. Look at a grenade, just misses God. Every single player is on red HP, and they can be sprayed down so easily, and they do. Cam finds God, and only Blue Eyes remaining. That's an easy job from Sneaky. Went down to a 1-against-1, and you can see how close these rounds are to each other. It all boils down to that 1-against-1 duels. But Hammers are having the better, actually, Nova Esports, excuse me, are managing to pull it out for them.
Exactly. Now, as we get into the next round, what's going to be important for us is that kind of Hammers can buy, but they are really low in economy. You can see that there's smokes missing here. You can see that they don't have enough much collective money that this new interface provides. Cam getting aggressive, signature Cam. He spotted a player there, but he's not shooting him. Takes out to High. What was this?
Despawn bridge, but he's not even phased about it. He wants to kill High. He gets the kill. But still on 3-against-3. Blue Eyes almost open up the A site, but Hammers on top so far, and all down to Milio just like that. My God, I can't even. It's hard to follow all the action. These rounds are so volatile. So many kills being exchanged in a few seconds. It all comes down to Milio to try and clutch it out. Last time in a 1-against-2, he's not so successful on Bureau. Maybe Canals is his map. Mem4 in hands, gets the kill onto Kraken. Now one more to be found. Fishbits on site. Burry peeks at the perfect time while he had his grenade in his hands, and Fishbits does manage to clutch it out. And yet again, a 1-against-1.
Yeah, really nice try coming in from Milio, though. What he did is that from B, he flashed onto A short. When he did that, just drops down to lower catwalk, goes back to CT spawn. But both Hammers players looking A short, they thought he was coming from there. Then again, the mind game's coming into effect. Now only one player on the B side.
That grenade is nasty for Hammers Esports. It did more than 200 damage to all of the players on Hammers. But they still somehow managed to pull away the control onto the B site. And now they're going to be planting the bomb. They have to be careful. They cannot overcommit on one part of the area. Just have to hold strong. High's going to get flashed out. Bad flash from Cafe, but he's gonna get sprayed down nonetheless. And now Genesis with the grenade onto God, and it's all falling apart for Hammers as they know exactly where High is, and that's gonna be an easy cleanup coming from Nova. Even though they lost the B side control, the retake was close to perfect for Nova.
Yeah. Then again, 4-4. You can see that these games seems to be really tight currently, but now Hammers, they're not able to buy up. Fishbit is going to have an AK, but revolvers and 1911s on the rest. Let's see what they can pull off with them. We know that those revolvers are really good, and no ratio on Cam. That's an interesting choice. Recognizing that he's not doing so hot with it, not going to buy it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, someone could have dropped him definitely, but yeah, Cam. He knows that he's not going to force Eurasia every single round. He knows that maybe players are expecting him from Hammers that he's going to have the Eurasia. So just a change of plans. Look at Emilio spraying away with his signature weapon, but not going to get a single kill. Blue Eyes finds him instead. Bit of a cheeky position from Emilio, just on top of the car in the middle of the map.
Yep.
Not sure what he really wanted to accomplish there. If he got that kill on the early on, then he might have gotten a double, but it was way too risky for that to happen. Now Genesis and Sneaky left alive for Nova Esports.
The player in CT though.
He's getting the sprays, he has the information. Now they're gonna be starting, and that grenade actually annihilated Genesis, and Hammers are gonna get that round.
Yes, they will, and it was a hard fought round, but came in with a forged by an AK, a few revolvers, and they're able to steal it away. Now looking at this one, Cam on that Eurasia, Sneaky on an AK. The rest of Nova Esports have nothing on them.
Oh, that's a signature move from Cam, just peeking away T-spawn bridge, but this time he misses. He's gonna get challenged by one of the players. Spots the player, but Sneaky is there to fight him off. But look at this, already deep and mid on Kraken pushing down onto Cam. Cam was not expecting someone to be that close. He was maybe hoping that someone was watching the cross, but not gonna be happening. Kraken with a double kill now. And Emilio finds Fish Bits, but it's gonna be Hammers, taking away that A-side control from the hands of Nova Esports. And now it's all down to Emilio and Sneaky, the players that usually defend B-side. Gonna try and retake it. Good stop from Sneaky, good start and good finish, potentially. No bullets! And Kraken with a 4K finishes off this round and gets the 6th round on the board for Hammers.
What Nova Esports are doing in these rounds is they're trying to control mid. They send Cam with the Eurasia from the B side mid-bridge to pick it into T-spawn. Emilio stays on the B side while Sneaky goes into lower catwalk. And from there they have two players on A solid there and trying to protect B by having mid control. The thing is that Hammers so good at using that tunnel down there.
You have to be careful there. He's jumping around, trying to hit the shots, and look at it. Sneaky goes down unchallenged. He did no damage towards Sneaky there, and now Hammers Esports, God finds another frag. What's happening with Nova? No reply. I know they're really good on the Seaside, but I'm expecting more of a challenge on their best map, but it seems like Hammers have studied. They have done their homework. They know exactly what the Nova Esports is doing, and now all of a sudden, Emilio in a 1-against-5 gets the opening onto high, but I do not have a lot of hope for this young guy. Emilio, player, has already made a huge name for himself. Definitely the legend of COP scene, coming out from all the way from Team Phoenix Rain. He's always been in championship titles. Gets the second, should have gotten the second kill, but Kraken stronger in that angle, stronger in that fight. Mita is gonna go down. He did not even want to go try for that 1-against-5, which is a smart choice. You want money, but considering this is gonna be the last round, I don't know, maybe he should have tried a bit more. But then again, 1-against-5, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, 1-against-5, I think we saw it twice or 3 times in really good tournaments.
Are going to be deadly. I'm sorry, Caesar, but I have to interrupt you because look at this. Fishbits and Kraken on red HP. Emilio anti-flash, but no one flashed in. Kraken just ran into Emilio and got an easy frag. Cam gets the double kill. All of the action is on the B site. Focus, the rotation comes in. Blue Ice found Cam finally, and now it's all equal. 3-against-3. Hammers Esports, if they do manage to get the 8th round on the board, that's going to be a huge deal going into the second half. Esports
Picking aggressively though, but there's a player in CT and he recognizes it. Able to get the spray down. Even an aggressive player in Cafe.
Oh no, oh no. Genesis, does he not realize where the player is? What the hell is happening with Genesis? Is he not watching his screen? He knew it, he saw exactly where the player is. I don't know what there is, but you can see that nerves on the Nova Esports side when it comes to Pocus and Sneaky, definitely working for them. You can see that they're not playing to their usual performance. And once you can see the difference, like we said in the beginning. Once Cam or Emilio are not delivering, it's a completely different story for Nova Esports. But okay, we're gonna switch sides. Hammers Esports now on the CT side, while Nova Esports are gonna be on that T side. And we have seen some of the most amazing comebacks coming up from Nova. They are a map away before going out in the semifinals. They're pushing in, but it's Hammer's more successful here. Nova finally find 2 kills. 2 against 3. Hammers Esports, I would dare to say they have one of the best retakes ever. Emilio, they know exactly where he is, and now he's stuck in elbow. He needs to get those kills. Finds fish bits, and now 2 more to be found. They have to kill him before defusing the bomb. You don't have to defuse so early. Emilio making a lot of damage. Time is passing away, and Emilio is playing this perfectly played, but the defuse is not gonna come in, and there's Emilio. 1 against 3 in the pistol round, and Nova Esports managed to get some rounds on the board. Emilio, if they lost this round, Hammers Esports would need a couple more before winning the series.
Finally, the star power coming in from Cam and Emilio, at least 50% of it. Emilio clutches out that 1 versus 3. Now Nova Esports have the pistol round. They have a good foundation to win this anti-ecos and come back into this game. Still, they're usually better on the D side on the canals, but look at Genesis, they're running in with that SMG. Takes out High, takes out Cam, also getting 2 each, and nothing will happen.
Just like that, Nova Esports, but such a heartbreaking moment for Hammers. They had everything. There was no need for them to defuse so early. Go on them, go frag them out, just get the kill before defusing. It's 3 of you and only 1 of him. The way, when you try to defuse, you're basically eliminating one of your players because he's stuck on that defuse. He cannot use his weapon effectively. Emilio just abused that fact, and now it seems like he is the star player. He is the one in the spotlight for Nova Esports, but they need more than that. Hammers Esports are still not over. They have 2-round advantage, almost won the pistol round. They should not get phased by that. Cam opening up that A site, peeking away, and this should be a kill, but God ready and waiting in the corner behind the truck. Gets Cam. You can see Cam is not able to get those openings, but on the other side, it's Genesis finding that opening on the B side, and Emilio as well. Hammers Esports not able to withstand the pressure from Nova.
Yeah, one thing that we have to point out is that the way that Hammers are set up, they're going anti-Cam, they're going anti-Ratio, not giving him the peaks he wants. Now they're left in 2 versus 4 when the rifles come into play, and Genesis takes out God. Blue Eyes 1 versus 3. He has done this before, but not in this round. 8-7. But Hammers, can they fall by after this one? I saw that Fishbits only had a revolver, maybe saving for that hero ratio.
Could be, could very well be. I mean, utilizing Eurasia on the CT side, it's almost a necessity, to be honest. It's easy to spot information. You can get early frags without any issue. No Eurasia coming up from Hammers. They're going to be forcing up once more. You can see 2 revolvers in the hands of Fishbits and Kraken. Blue Eyes doesn't have the Kevlar as well.
And a stack on the A side. 4 players coming in here, but all of them playing positions where they're not going to be picked off by Cam. And it's going to be, I believe that's Fishbits on the B side, who's spotting away. Can he get some information? But Emilio, so much mid control, takes out Kraken. Luckily Fishbits with the punish, can pick up an M4.
That was a crucial kill from Fishbits. He had a revolver. If he missed a couple of shots, Emilio could have easily just made a mess on that B side since that was a solo player. But Hammer stands strong. The stack works out completely in their favor, and just like that, he managed to grab a round. Hammer Esports only 4 rounds away before winning the series. With Nova Esports, we're not used to see them drop. We're not used to see them not take a single map in a best-of-3 series. They are always huge fighters. They always make the comebacks happen. They always make that scoreline look interesting. But man, it's hard to be in these kind of situations, even if you're Hammers or Nova. But look at Hammers. It seems like they found their confidence, but Cam is going to be fast on that short. Finds the kill onto Blue Eyes. Good opening. Good refrag coming up from Nova. It's going to be God finding Genesis. Cam is going to rush in after reloading, but God is ready and waiting. He reloaded in time, manages to take care of one of the star players. He gets the 3K as well, and everything goes to hell for Nova. This is going to be 3 rounds away and only losing Blue Eyes in the process. I really thought Cam could do a bit more in that kind of a situation.
Maybe should have done a bit more. Then again, can we blame Cam at this point? He has done so much in the last map, and it wasn't enough. Still, one thing that's really, let's call it a signature move from Nova is that they always play close games. These guys can constantly top the group, be undefeated. Every game was a 13-12. Every game was a 13-11. And they are showing it here. They'll have the ability to come back, but they do not have much room for mistakes here.
You can see the flexibility coming out from Nova. Every single round looks completely different from their perspective. They're trying everything, but I think Hammers Esports pretty much have A site locked down, but Nova Esports, do certainly look like they're going to try their luck once more. In the previous 2 rounds, they were not so successful. That was a necessary shot from Fishbits, but why would you ever peek such a shot with Milio? Yeah, we've seen some revolver frags. Fishbits unscopes at the worst timing possible. Cam finds an opening onto high, and now they're trying out, but God has been an absolute god, living up to his name on that A side, and with the help of Blue Eyes and Fishbits all the way from the B side, they're able to stop that push from Nova Esports on the A side.
And Hammers currently, and they're confirming this, they should be the best Canals team in the world. Definitely the best CT-sided Canals team in the world. They're so dynamic, you can never expect what's happening. Although, while missing Shadow, they're not using that double year ratio setup that they used to do. Now it's going to be only Fishbits on that year ratio, maybe a little bit more classic and standard. And again, he's so effective on it. It's weird to see an in-game leader so good at it.
Definitely, yes. And Milio finds 1, finds 2. They need this round, or otherwise, Hammers Esports are going to be sitting on that match point. Blue Eyes finds focus, only down to Milio. Can he redeem himself once more? 1 against 2, but not more than that. As Hammers Esports are missing only 1 more round before progressing to the grand finals.
Milio, 20 frags, the only positive player on Nova Esports. Can he be the guy to actually pull this one off?
So if they win this match, they secured at least $10,000.
Yep.
And if they win 1 more, it's going to be 15K in their pockets. Definitely a nice chunk of money to have. But you're going to need a huge pockets for that amount of money. Milio finds Kraken. He's so flexible, but his team is lagging behind. That's the weakness of Nova Esports. Once you don't have your star players performing, it's really hard to close out the rounds. And High finds Genesis, but thank God Cam was there to refrag. Now 3 against 4. Blue Eyes waiting, ready and waiting. Perfect spot for him. Gets sneaky, but 1 more player is there. 3-man rotation towards B. 1 on the CT side. They know it's gonna be B side plant. Milio expecting God from CT and all down to Blue Eyes. He has made this once. He has made this happen on Bureau, but not gonna happen on Canals. Now Nova do manage to live for yet another round.
How much longer will that last? Nova Esports at least now have the money. They don't have to force buy. They can use all the utility that they want. And this seems to be a B take currently. Smoking off mid. 3 players into B long. But Hammers, they're playing pretty stacked onto that B side. 2 players always there, but no one in Cafe. Not challenging mid this time. Fishbits. Emilio with a nade.
You have to be careful in B long because that's such a close area. Grenades can be deadly, but Nova are gonna start pushing in. They're not phased by those grenades. They want to get in, but Kraken, look at the nade damage coming up from Hammers. Perfectly placed utility from them. Now the rotation comes in, and the 2 players, it's only gonna be Poker. The guy did not have a certain match, and now it's gonna be Hammers taking away the victory. That's gonna be a 2-0 in maps. Hammers Esports win the first match, do progress to the finals, and they have secured at least $10,000.
What a performance coming out from Hammers Esports.
Yeah, definitely. That was not Nova we're used to seeing on Canals. We expected a bit more from them, especially on Canals. If they won our Bureau, we would see the 3rd map right now.
What an incredible performance coming out from Hammers there. They are going to win out this series 2-0. And you have to say, that is a devastating defeat coming out there for Novas, especially from the scores on Bureau. That was difficult to watch if you're a Nova fan at home. Let's take a look at our Amazon Fire bracket as we move on with the day. Hammers are going to be moving on forward. If you are a Nova fan at home, do not fret. We will be broadcasting the 3rd place game later on. First, we have to do our other semi-final. The next matchup will be Gangstars up against CSPG. But Hammers, a deserved win there, especially in map number 2. Very consistent play. We were talking about how they were a definite team unit, and you can see that especially on their CT side, just making sure that they were spread out nicely and could rotate appropriately. Let's take a look at some of the replays from that game with our Razer phone replay powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon. We'll be able to have a look at some of the highlights that happened here on Canals.
Yeah, maybe not so many highlights as on Bureau, but I don't think you can top that. So Canals, yeah, both of these teams enjoy playing on Canals. It's one of their favorite maps, but look at this. Kraken just planning in the open. It's 5 against 5. No smokes to cover him. Somehow it works.
Somehow he survives. But definitely it was up to Milio on this map to carry it. He was the guy who was trying to make something happen, trying to make those plays, make those clutches. In the end, it was just not enough, and you could see
Oh yeah,
the nerves
frustration,
on
yeah.
Nova.
That frustration did come in. This is do or die for Nova. If they lost, and they have lost in the end, they would go out. But Hammers Esports, what a performance from them. What a performance from God on that A site. Completely extinguishing those pushes and hopes from Nova. And a great adaptation coming up from Hammers. Changing the player, getting an extra player on that B site, on the A site, excuse me, was the key factor here.
Yeah, and you have to wonder what happened to Camp between those two maps. You go from, what was it, 42 frags in the first map, and then not really present in the second one. But let's take a look at our one more stats here at the end of that one. It was a 2-0 in the end, 25 rounds to 19, and 8 bomb plants to 6. But Hammers, it wasn't so much about how many bombs they planted, it was more about the defense on their side. That's what was really stand out to me across the course of that series. Now, we do have a G Fuel interview standing by, so I'm going to pass it over to Maria Ho to chat to our winners.
Angelo, congratulations. You God moded a bit. I mean, you definitely put up a really good fight. I know coming in as the 4th seed, I don't know how you guys were feeling about it, but way to perform under pressure.
Thank you.
Do you feel like there was more of a team cohesive effort between you guys?
Oh, definitely. I think that we couldn't have, everything, especially this game, takes teamwork, and everyone holding down their sites and, getting trades and being there for each other.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Cam have a record-setting number of kills for his team, but obviously you carried yours and you guys are on to the next round. What do you guys think about who you guys might be facing?
I think I'll be facing GS because GS has always been like the top team recently for the past like 8 months. They are definitely a really good team, and we look at them as our rivals, but we're here to beat them.
All right, well, good luck in the next round. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Maria. And, well, a convincing victory there for Hammers, 2-0 in the end. But if you've been watching these games, seeing the pros, and wondering how you can get onto their level, we have a little bit of a video of how they like to play critical.